Magandang araw mga kaibigan. Gusto kong i-share sa inyo ang isang napakagandang post or editorial article na sinulat ni Teo Moreno. Title niya is Take Note, She Takes Note. Ibig sabihin si BP Sara, ang ganda yung pinakita niyang picture. Yan o. Nagsusulat si BP Sara. Anong sinusulat niya yan? So, according to Teo Moreno, sabi niya, the eagle does not only fly, it also takes note. Bakit siya nagtitake note? Ito, sabi niya, BP Sara not just holding the line, she's drawing the battlefield. Oh, parang general yan na ano ng kanyang strategy. And then, sinabi niya, BP Sara positioning herself not just to survive but to win. Dati survival mode siya noon eh. Nung sinimula ng impeachment, kinidnap si PRRD, dinala sa Netherlands, yun, survival mode yun. Ngayon, okay, after itong eleksyon, dahil sa magandang resulta, yan na, attack, he's now on the offensive, she's now on the move to win. Okay, basahin ko itong article ni Teo Moreno. Sabi niya, only one senatorial candidate from Lakas CMD, Erwin Tulfo, made it to the Magic 12. None from the Partido Federal ng Pilipinas, President Bongbong Marcos Party, won a Senate seat. Ibig sabihin, walay asim si Pangulong Marcos Jr. Dahil yung partido niya may tatlong pinatakbong senador, puros inidoro. Si Martin Romualdez naman, tatlo ang pinatakbo, isa lang ang nanalo. Si Erwin Tulfo lang, talo si Binay, talo si Bong Revilla. In contrast, three candidates from the Nacionalista Party secured seats. Amy Marcos, Camille Villar, Pia Cayetano. Notably, two of them, Amy and Camille, were endorsed by BP Sara Duterte. Okay, bago yung endorsement ni BP Sara, alanganin na po si Amy Marcos at Camille Villar. Kaya lang, after that endorsement, grabe, namayagpag, pumatas, o ngayon, secured na ang kanilang spot. Sabi ni Teo, this speaks volumes about BP Sara's influence and political calculation. Meanwhile, Bam Aquino, often mistaken as a Liberal Party bet, actually left Liberal Party in 2024 and became the chairman of Katipunan ng Nagkakaisang Pilipino, a youth-centered party founded in 2020 by Cavite board member Kirby Salazar. KNP rose to prominence after supporting Leni Robredo, Kiko Pangilinan, Chil Jokno, and Teddy Bagiliat in the 2022 election, but BAM is their first real electoral win. The only true LP candidate this 2025 was Kiko Pangilinan, which explained his strong showing, no vote splitting. Unlike in 2022, the anti-administration votes were more strategically placed. Okay. At the top of the Senate race are two PDP Laban veterans, Bongo with over 26 million votes, Bato de la Rosa with around 20 million votes. Rodante Marcoleta, currently ranked 6th, ran as an independent but was adopted by PDP Laban. Ping Lacson, also independent, entered the winning circle. From the Nationalist People's Coalition, NPC, we have Tito Soto and Lito Lapid. Now, here's the clincher. No one from President Marcos' Partido Federal Party made it to the Senate, and only one from House Speaker Romualdez party succeeded. Ito na. Summary. The administration block is shrinking and BP Sara is watching closely. Do you agree? Palubog na, wala nang asim si PBBM and Speaker Martin Romualdez. Yung iba, nanalo sina Ping Lacson, Independent, Tito Soto, Lito Lapid, National People's Coalition, Erwin Tulfo, dahil broadcaster na siya, dahil sa kanyang pangalan. Okay, why does this matter? Sabi ni Teo. Because BP Sara now has the space and leverage to build a stronger, broader coalition for 2028, both in the Senate and House. She's been here before. Okay, nagawa niya na ito. Remember 2018? When she formed hugpong ng pagbabago, she forged alliance with PDP Laban, Nacionalista, Lakas CMD, NPC, and others, forming a 13-member Senate slate. The result? 9 out of 13 hugpong bets won in 2019. That's very outstanding. Talaga, yung 8 diritso na inidoro lahat, yung mga dilawan noon. Dahil halos lahat ng kandidato ni then Mayor Inday Sara nanalo noong 2019. At ngayon, gagawin ulit niya yan. Okay. BP Sara knows exactly when to strike, while others wasted their energy attacking her confidential fund and pushing for impeachment. She was watching, taking notes, planning her next move. Strategist talaga itong si BP Sara. Yung bigla niyang pag-endorse kay Senator Amy, then later on kay Camille Villar, nabigla ako doon. But I saw her wisdom. Ayoko sanang iboto si Amy and Villar. Duterte lang ko. Kaya lang, nung nakita ko yung insights o yung strategy ni BP Sara, sabi ko, yes, kailangan natin yan. The 2025 elections laid the foundation for 2028. Agree ba kayo? Yes. And here's the truth. BP Sara Duterte isn't just holding the line. She's drawing the battlefield. Yeah. Nagplaplano na. Attacking na ito. Offensive na siya. Come 2028, it won't be about traditional party levels anymore. It will be a battle of strategic alliances and authenticity. A clash between pretenders and those who've earned their ground. So nakita ko mag-alyado. Yan na, Nacionalista Party, PDP, and yung BP Sara, kung dalhin pa rin niya yung hugpong, 3 yan. Yan ang alliance. Sino pa? Marami nang lalapit sa kanila. Ganyan naman ang after this midterm election, nakikita nila sinong malakas. Lalapit na yan. Magre-resign na sila sa Partido Federal, Lakas CMD, magre-resign na yan. Pupunta na, mag-join na sa partido o yung alliance ni BP Sara. I tell you, ganyan ang mangyari. And BP Sara, she's already positioning herself not just to survive, but to win. Tapos na yung kanyang survival phase. She has survived. Ngayon, go for the win na siya ngayon. The eagle does not only fly, it takes notes. Kaya, ayan ang galing ng pagkagawa. So, salamat, Teo Moreno, sa iyong napakagandang insights. Salamat mga kaibigan sa inyong pagsubaybay sa ating channel. Nakakatulong kayo ng malaki sa Tribong Talandig dahil ang income natin sa channel na ito is pantulong sa tribo. Namimigay tayo ngayon ng libreng yero at pako para